Sessions. I'm your host,
Connor Turnus. Hit that like and subscribe button if you are a Raider fan like myself, because I got an interesting mock draft for you guys. I was on PFF's mock draft simulator. Definitely recommended just to see, the different permutations. No one knows how the draft is going to play out, and I think good players are going to end up falling. And in this scenario, Penei Sewel fell because Christian Darrisaw was the first tackle off the board, which, I could kind of see that if you're just all about upside and just savagery and size, then Darrisaw, it doesn't get any better than him, man. He's just so big, so athletic, and has such a killer instinct to just put guys in the dirt. You can check out my previous Raiders wish list where I kind of break down Darrisaw a little bit. But Penei Sewel fell to 12, and we moved up to get him in this scenario. To move up 5 spots, we only had to give up the 79th overall pick. Now, last year, that was Lynn Bowden. Doesn't like my trade up. Generally, it doesn't like any trades up, but it loves Penei Sewel, so let's take a look at Sewel. Now, Penei Sewel out of Oregon is being called this tackle prodigy, but he has below-average arms. He has great size and strength, but athletically, he doesn't really pop. Now, I'm going to show you 3 consecutive pass reps where the pocket is collapsed by just a bull rusher, an SEC bull rusher. So he's going to go against a lot of guys in the NFL who can give him this level of bull rush. And, yeah, he's getting buried. Look at that. Now, PFF, they aren't taking into account how often Oregon's offense is putting him in space. Now, he does look great in space. He buries guys at the second level. There's tremendous hype around Penei Sewel. He had the highest PFF grade for a tackle ever for their college football grading, and he was only like 18, 19 years old. He's only going to be 20 years old when he starts in the NFL week 1 this upcoming season. But his numbers are massively skewed by that Oregon scheme. They are just running so many screens, so many bubble screens, so many design. It's almost like they're creating a run play on the edge by just having the quarterback throw a little screen. That's why it was so hard to evaluate Justin Herbert. But Sewell's not alone. I mean, Darrisaw is just as bad. Darrisaw had 70 true pass blocking sets the whole season. So it's how are you really going to evaluate how good this guy is? Especially when, a lot of the time he's not going up against a great pass rusher on the other side in the Pac-12 or in the ACC. But you can see the traits. That's what you have to look for here. I assume that both Sewell and Darrisaw are both going to struggle their first year in the NFL. That's just how it is for tackles when you come from running a scheme. You have Justin Herbert back there in pistol. He's in the pistol, and then he's clapping, and then he's taking the snap, and then he just turns and throws it right away it's friggin' 12 times a game or something like that. And then there's other plays where the quarterback doesn't even read the defense at all. He just throws a little screen right away. Or a seam or something where he's not being asked to actually read the defense at all. It's just night and day college offense to the NFL, and because of that, Sewell is put in positions in the Oregon offense where he looks good, where he can get to the second level over and over again, and where he's blocking linebackers and not being asked to react. He's attacking. Sewell is great when he's attacking. So is Darrisaw. Both guys are great when they're attacking. I would love to have either one on our line. But I think in pass rushing sets, when they're going to be asked to react to a guy and anchor and get their hands on him first, Sewell has kind of short arms. That's disappointing. I think a generational tackle talent would have freaky long arms, and would be in more true pass blocking sets in the SEC. That's really a big thing here, is that he's in the Pac-12 where there's no defense being played. And I mean, I showed you the tape with an Auburn defensive end just burying him. Like those are 3 consecutive passing plays where he does not look like this transcendent talent. So I've heard that scouts have said that he's not all that he's cracked up to be, and I can see why. But he's so young. He does have traits like that. That is what the NFL draft is about. The NFL draft is about traits: the power, the size, and the feet, the foot quickness. Those are things that Penei Sewel and Christian Darrisaw have. And so if we can get our hands on one of those 2 tackles, I think that's the best case scenario, other than maybe getting Farley or one of the top 2 receivers, or Kyle Pitts somehow if he fell by some miracle. But yeah, this would be a win for us. So in this scenario, we traded a 3rd round pick, one of our back-to-back 3rd round picks, and our 1st round pick, and we moved up 5 spots and solidified our right tackle position for the next 5 years, right alongside Colton Miller. I think that's a great place to be when we have our quarterback in place. Those are pillars for our offense going forward. So into the 2nd round to recoup some picks, I traded down from 48 to 56 and gained a 4th round pick. The simulator didn't love it, and they didn't love the pick that I made either, but I took Alan McNeil out of North Carolina. Now this guy is massive. He is a space eater. Chris Sims compared him to Vince Wilfork. And now I'll show you some of the tape.
Thinking about it, but watch a lean McNeil there in the middle against Jimmy Morris. He penetrates into the backfield. You see Terrell Dawkins there as well.
Sear Mack right to the boundary on 3rd and short.
It looks like he's got one-on-one.
Play fake. Pickett tried to keep it. The Wolfpack makes the...
Look at them just triple team this guy. Oh my gosh. Bam!
Ball
Pick
is
6,
intercepted.
baby.
And
Now, I can
going
imagine the comments section. You're going to say, Connor, but we don't need defensive line anymore. But we need guys that can draw double teams, okay? We don't have anyone that's very talented at defensive tackle, and at this size anyways. I like Jonathan Hankins. He's instantly going to be our biggest and most athletic big man on our defense, okay? He's also a chess piece. We can either have him be a nose tackle if we want to run multiple fronts, which I do think we have the personnel to do now that we've added Ngakoue especially. But he's just so massive that he's going to command double teams. That's going to free up everyone else along the defensive line, even in pass rushing situations, because I think he'll bury most centers. He's that quick and that big. But the main thing is on 1st and 2nd down, what he'll do. In just commanding those double teams, that's going to free up our linebackers. I don't think that Littleton, Kwiatkowski, and Morrow are bad players. I think that they've played poorly for us because our defensive line is just not good. our defensive line has been trash, and it all starts in the trenches. So I think adding this piece in the center of our defensive line that constantly demands double teams is going to make everyone around him better. I don't think guys like him get a lot of credit, but Vince Wilfork was a massive part of the Patriots' success in the 2000s. And if that's his comp, then I think we'd be lucky to have him. With our 3rd round selection, we select Aaron Robinson, slot corner out of UCF, but at the Senior Bowl, he really impressed scouts by playing outside corner. He probably won't be there in the 3rd round, but if he is, we're getting a great player, guys. Now let's just watch him in these one-on-one coverage reps at the Senior Bowl. I love his hand usage. No separation at all. Oh yeah, love the physicality. Look at the makeup speed. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That release ain't gonna work. Nice. Yeah, he looks like an outside corner. But for us, he can come in and play slot corner. You have to have 3 good corners in this league, especially playing the Chiefs. Look at that. Not an inch of separation. I think on this one, he gets beat a little bit. Oh no, not that one. PI. Well, that concludes this sparring session. I got an A in this according to the simulator, probably just based on us getting Sewell at 12. But I loved adding that space eater and a slot corner that can play outside as well. I think he's kind of a steal in the third round. He might not be there, so maybe we should trade up. Maybe we should trade up into the end of the second round to make sure we get a third coverage guy. If we had another cover guy and another or a space eater, a great space eater with upside and athleticism, and get a guy. I was kind of killing Sewell in this video, but it was only to justify him falling. But he is young. He has great size, great strength, good feet. He might struggle a bit, but I think we'll be set for the next 5 years on our offensive line. We probably still need a guard. I guess we can start Denzel Good, but I think that would solidify us. I mean, we would look really good on offense, and adding that space eater and then another coverage guy. I think our defense would improve. I think there would be a lot of second and third order consequences of adding that space eater, and you can't have enough coverage guys against the Chiefs. I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, we need a safety, but safeties are not that valuable in the NFL. If there was an Earl Thomas or Jamal Adams on the board, a Derwin James, then I would jump on it. But I think we're going to roll with Carl Joseph and Jonathan Abrams going into next season, and we'll be fine. We don't need to draft for need and take a Moorig, Trayvon Moorig or Morig, however you pronounce his name. He looks like just another guy to me. I'm not excited about him. I'd rather have a stud like Farley or a tackle. Like, I think that's our biggest need, and there's a lot of talent. Like Moorig's traits don't jump out to me and say, oh, I need to get that guy. Whereas these tackles, the receivers, even Micah Parsons, we need to draft guys for their traits. And what I did here in this mock draft is I got 3 guys who I think have special traits and versatility. Like the 2 defenders that I got in this mock draft are very versatile, very athletic for their position, or they just bring that size. But thank you for watching this sparring session. Hopefully I can get out another video. I have these super intense finals coming up, so I might not get out another one. But like and subscribe. I'll try to push out one before the draft for sure. I'll have draft grades up because that'll be after my deadly week of finals, where I'm going to be studying from the second I wake up until I won't even sleep. I'll just be up all night grinding the tape like Mike Mayock. All right, guys. Yeah, you have a good one.